Edward VIII, later known as the Duke of Windsor, was King of the United Kingdom and the British Dominions, and Emperor of India, from 20 January 1936 until his abdication in December of the same year. Born during the reign of his great-grandmother Queen Victoria, Edward was the eldest child of the Duke and Duchess of York, who later became King George V and Queen Mary. He was created Prince of Wales on his 16th birthday, 7 weeks after his father succeeded as king. As a young man, Edward served in the British Army during the First World War and undertook several overseas tours on behalf of his father. The Prince of Wales gained popularity due to his charm and charisma, and his fashion sense became a hallmark of the era. However, after the war, his conduct began to give cause for concern. He engaged in a series of sexual affairs that worried both his father and the British Prime Minister, Stanley Baldwin. Upon his father's death in 1936, Edward became the second monarch of the House of Windsor. The new king showed impatience with court protocol and caused consternation among politicians by his apparent disregard for established constitutional conventions. Only months into his reign, Edward caused a constitutional crisis through his proposal to marry Wallis Simpson, an American who had divorced her first husband and was seeking a divorce from her second. The prime ministers of the United Kingdom and the Dominions opposed the marriage, arguing that a divorced woman with 2 living ex-husbands was politically and socially unacceptable as a prospective queen consort. Additionally, such a marriage would have conflicted with Edward's status as titular head of the Church of England, which, at the time, disapproved of remarriage after divorce if a former spouse was still alive. Edward knew that the Baldwin government would resign if the marriage went ahead, which could have forced a general election and ruined his status as a politically neutral constitutional monarch. When it became apparent he could not marry Simpson and remain on the throne, he abdicated. He was succeeded by his younger brother, George VIII. With a reign of 326 days, Edward was one of the shortest reigning British monarchs to date. After his abdication, Edward was created Duke of Windsor. He married Simpson in France on